the Brother Pill Podcast, Season 4, Episode number 2. We are without our brother Leroy Leviticus, LAR Movement Jackson. He is not able to be here today, but we do have Obsidian Media Network and our brother Tony Maceo from the Mac City Limit Podcast is supposed to come in and fill in for our brother LAR Movement. And you know what we do here? We talk about all things black male related. It's African American centered. And guys, go to this not comment section, but if you go to my community tab on the O'Shea Vlogcast, we do have a poll that is equivalent to the topic. And the topic is, will brothers overlook a sister with a weave with a fat ass? You guys can go vote on the poll. It's something that we're going to start to do every brother pill to increase motherfucking interaction with you black ass niggas. My name is O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let me turn it over to my co-host 2.0 in the building, the great generation, Mr. Obsidian himself, the godfather of Manosphere 2.0. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Obsidian? Obsidian. How you doing, O'Shea? How you feeling, man? 40 and flip, right? How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. Tell them who you are, brother, if they don't know you.
Well, my name is Mumia Obsidian Ali, and co-founder of the Black Manosphere. Been doing this for 5 years. I host a talk show on Zoom and Mixler, mixlr.com. Tell a friend. And I also do a daily podcast here on YouTube. I'm just getting back into the groove with Facebook, so you can follow me over on Facebook, Obsidian Radio Live over there on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram at Obsidian Radio and on Twitter at Obsidian Files, Files, all one word. And before we go any further, though, because the Brother Pill, this is the 4th season of the Brother Pill, and I've been invited to join O'Shea and my brother LAR Movement, who couldn't be here tonight. So we're going to have, I hope, Mr. Tony Maceo joining us. But before we get underway, we do have some sponsors for the Brother Pill Podcast. And at this time, we got to go to our sponsors right now. So let's listen to this. And now, a word from our sponsor. This exciting episode of the Obsidian Radio Zoomcast comes courtesy of the Real Little Nigga Home Chemistry Set. You know, these days with the Rona and all that and all this going on these days, you're locked up at home, you're on quarantine, and you got those little ones, those little rugrats, those little thuglets, those little park aplets just nipping at your heels. They're bored. You know what they say? The idle mind is the devil's workshop and all that. And they're just driving you crazy. But not to worry, because now you, little Miss Baby Mama, can do the exact same thing all those baby mamas over on the west side are doing to cultivate the narco traffickers of tomorrow, because you'll be able to teach your little thuglet all the basics of street pharmaceuticals with the Real Little Nigga Home Chemistry Set. That's right, baby mama. For the low price of $49.95, your little tyke will be able to whip up yellow tops, pink tops, WMD, and of course, the all-time favorite, purple tape. In no time, the Real Little Nigga Home Chemistry Set has everything your little knucklehead needs to learn, understand, and apply all the basics of community-destroying drug dealing. Check out some of the Real Little Nigga Home Chemistry Sets. Highlights. Your little nigga will learn how to cook cocaine, crystal meth, speed, and even heroin right from home using your pots and pans. Correctly judge the weight of all the homemade drugs he intends to sell to his own people in the hood, weight scale included. Never want to give those addicts any more than what they paid for, right? Learn how to roll those big, fat, juicy blunts that he sees you and Uncle Tyrone, Darryl, and Hakeem smoking all the time. And finally, how to dump all the evidence before the cops come. Move over, little Einstein. Here comes the Real Little Nigga Home Chemistry Set. Some assembly required. you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. That was incredible. Let me go ahead and, it's always better the second time listening to it. The first time I was just fucking floored. But we got Tony Maceo from the best, probably my favorite podcast on planet Earth. It's a tie. I would say that I do love the Mac City Limits podcast. Also, Negro Manosphere senior writer Tony Maceo. Tony, come on here and bless us with some knowledge, brother.
I'm just here as an observer. I may chime in every now and again, but thank you for having me. It's been a minute. It's been a long time, and it's good to be back. Never thought I'd make it to the brother pill. I didn't think my credentials were quite that stellar. But
Nigga, if you don't stop it.
nevertheless, what's going on? Nevertheless, I look forward to an entertaining yet provocative discussion. And go ahead.
No. So we got a lot of IQ on the motherfucking thing. So what I'm doing right now is the reason why I have this playing in the background. It's more of a visual because none of us are on camera, right? But I'm showing these chicks that have these weaves and these super fat asses, right? And I want to kind of start off with this. It actually is my topic for tonight. And I'm gonna start off with Obsidian. Since we've been in what is known as Black Manosphere 2.0, I call it TGG, or the Great Generation is what I call us. Since we've been coming, even what preceded us was Tommy Sotomayor talking about the Wookiee weaves and the hair hat, the hooligans, and all of that. And a lot of brothers got tired of weave, how it smells. You can't really do nothing with it. If she gets in a pool, you can't really pull it during sex. All of these limitations, it's expensive. Brothers really got tired of weave. And when we first came into the sphere in the earlier years, a lot of niggas was like, man, I'm not fucking with no chicks with no weaves, man. Fuck that. I'll go get Becky. I'll go get a Brazilian woman with somebody with the real hair. But, especially the chicks with the weaves, especially the blonde weaves and some of the other colors that's out there. But I had a comment the other day, Obsidian, and I want to share this comment with you.
Okay.
The comment says, I posted one of these Miss Curvy videos, and all the brothers, for the chick that had a weave, but she had a fat ass similar to her. Okay. I met this girl in real life.
All right.
So they were saying the girl came on and she actually made a good comment. She said, these niggas always talking about weave, but when that ass get fatter and fatter, all of a sudden they talking about how beautiful she is and all of that. So what I want to know from you, Obsidian, are black men, are they making exceptions for sisters with a fat ass, with a weave that look semi-decent or beautiful?
Absolutely.
Why you say that?
I mean, black women spend, I don't have the exact number in front of me, but according to the Wall Street Journal, black women spend billions of dollars a year on weaves, lace fronts, wigs, hair appliances, and all the rest of it. And brothers, I mean, look, let's be honest, brothers going to hit it. Yeah, provided she bring it, they gonna hit it. She could look like a cockatoo or a parrot or whatever. It don't matter. All kind of crazy colors in the air, whatever. They gonna hit it. So, yeah, she's right. I hate to say that. Now, I'm an outlier in that. Right. I haven't dealt with a chick that's not only have I not dealt with a chick with a Wookiee weave of any kind, but not even creamy, not even the creamy crack.
Wait, what is the creamy crack, bro?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Getting fried, dyed, laid to the side. I haven't even dealt with that in like 20 years. All the chicks I dealt with had all that, they either had locks or Afro puff or big chop, something like that. But I'm the outlier. And here's the proof. I'll give you the proof, and Tony can speak to this. The proof is you look at porn, right? You look at the sisters in porn, you can count on one hand the number of them that's got a natural hairstyle. Almost all of them got Wookiee weave. They shit relaxed. damn near I'm like almost all of them. It's very rare to see a hot chick in porn with, a natural hairstyle. Very rare. Very rare. So that's the proof right there.
Okay. Let me listen to what brother Tony Maceo has to say. Brother Tony, what do you think about that?
There's no doubt they'll hit a bitch with weave, false eyelashes, prosthetic foot, a
Prosthetic foot.
glass thong, a
Okay.
prosthetic foot, a glass
Okay.
thong. Look, the turn up is real, bruh.
Okay.
Bitches, the niggas will hit bitches that look like Gizmo with a wig on with an eye in the middle of her forehead. But if she got a fat ass, that excuses everything. I mean, look at your chat. Look at the chat before we came on. Look at what they were saying in the chat. That ass though, dog. That ass though. A lot of niggas are co-sign for a bitch with a fat ass. That goes without saying. I mean, the bitch could have a lazy eye, cockeyed. I know several of them. Lazy, cockeyed, bad weaves, not just weaves, but bad weaves, bad wigs, matted wigs. Niggas don't give a shit. If her ass is round, they're gonna pound. That's just what it is.
Okay, let me be all right. Let me this. I'm a say it like
I
this,
gotta
right?
agree with that. I gotta agree with Tony. He's right. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man. Brothers are going to hit it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick, right? I'm gonna disagree a little bit, and the reason why I'm gonna disagree because Obsidian, you pointed out that we have articles that's going out right now that black men are doing what? Interracially dating at a high level, more
That's
so
right.
than ever. And the reason why I'm gonna say this is before COVID, you also talked about a lot of black men are doing better.
That's right.
And this is, and if you even think about black men who get money, where do they not go? Black men that get money, they never come where? To Africa. Africa is like weave central. Niggas when they get money, for the most part, they are trying to get away from weaves and struggle sandals. Like bitches that drag their feet, bitches that got weaves, blonde weaves. Niggas that got money, they're running from that. What I'm saying is this: the niggas who are broke and a little dusty, those are the niggas that are gonna fuck anything. I think when you start getting towards, the upper middle class guys,
Right.
a lot of them will be attracted to a chick with a super fat ass in the weave. But I'm thinking that what they're gonna look at is psychological. It's gonna be like, okay, the bitch got a bad attitude. Like a lot of niggas are gonna prejudge somebody. Like a weave is a bad indicator for a lot of niggas. It's gonna be like, you got a fat ass, but bitch, you got a bad attitude.
Right.
Like I haven't even talked to you, and automatically by the way you walk, because I'm gonna do a video, you can tell a lot about a chick by the way she fucking walk. If you don't believe me, find a bitch that drags her feet in the black community. Lazy bitch. There's a lot of that. A lot of that in Africa, dragging feet, sandal dragging. That's the same thing in the black community.
You got a lot of foot scrapers, brother. A lot of foot scrapers, bro.
So a lot of niggas will see a female and she might even be cool, she might be nice, but an indicator that she might not be as feminine is a weave. I will say this. What I found out is women who wear more of the natural hairstyle, for me, I find that those women are more feminine acting. They have more confidence. A weave and a fat ass, and you know how niggas are, niggas love conspiracy theories. It's like, is your booty real?
Well, hold on a second, but hold on a second, because these days that is a legitimate question. A lot of chicks be getting the fixed flat in the ass, Dr. Miami, that sort of thing. So nowadays, that's a real question. I mean, is that live or is it Memorex? You never know.
But wait, one other question too. Shout out to Minister Jab. It's not only is your ass real, are you a real woman?
Matter of fact, I even got to do that on the echo box. Hey, yo, I was just talking about this earlier today. I don't know if Tony caught it. I was just talking earlier today. There was this chick on Facebook, right? One of my listeners sent it to me. This broad looked like a dude. I swear to God, she looked like a man. She looked like a man with a wig. And look, we got a serious problem in Black America. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how we got here, But here's where we are in 2020. We got a lot of sisters that look like dudes. They look like I mean, I'm not one to just go running around saying this willy nilly, but real talk. We do got a lot of women that look like trannies, man. They do. They do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like Jab is bold with that transsexual energy thing. I would never come out and say that on a video, but when he makes his case, it's hard to deny what he's saying. That's definitely the look. But let me go to Brother Tony. Brother Tony, what do you think about brothers in economic, depending on how much money they make or where they live? Are they still looking for the weave, the fat asses?
It's at a lower level. Usually, when they get these weaves and fat asses, they use these bitches as pretty much fuck bitches. They make good side pieces. They vampire bitches. They in by night and out by daylight, type of thing.
Mhm.
So they don't abandon them altogether. But my friend told me, I had a homie who told me this. He told me this about fat bitches. He told me this about hood bitches. Here's what he told me. He said, "Hey, yo, Tone, what do you call one of these bitches fucking one of us?" I said, "What?" He said, "Grateful." He said, "Now, what do you call us fucking one of them?" I said, "What?" He said, "Bored." Okay.
Ah!
So these bitches are always on the backup. They're the fourth string. They're not the starters. They're the bench warmers. They're the ones you bring in when you down by 60 points and you got like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They're the ones that you bring in. So do they still bang these bras? There's no question they bang these bras. The
Right.
events of the past few weeks on YouTube, what I've been watching shows you that niggas with
Oh,
money will still bang ratchets
yeah.
regardless as to what they are. They say that shit, but what they do behind closed doors, see, that can't be measured empirically. That ain't
Wow.
part of no study. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because the inbox don't lie. The inbox tells no tales. You know, so there's no question that they do it behind the scenes.
Right.
And as fucked up, Obsidian showed this girl, and he actually proved my point, which he said doesn't. But they bought this Alpha and Sika wild Samoan looking bitch on YouTube and listen to what she was talking about. Now I'm listening to that and I'm knowing it's somebody somewhere fucking her. I'm
Mm-hmm.
knowing it's somebody
Oh, no,
somewhere
there's no
fucking
doubt about it. There's no doubt.
her. I'm
There's no
Yeah.
doubt in
not
my mind, Tony, that somebody giving her the. I mean, she said it in the video. You had to cobble together 1, 2, 3 guys in order to get a whole damn man. So she took one guy's giving her the pipe, and so I mean, you get no argument from me. A brother somewhere is hitting it. No doubt
some
about
Obsidian, do you know how to put the sound on? I want to play that video on here, but do you know how to put the sound on
it.
here?
Yeah, I could play it for you. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Give
Let's
me.
let me Tony. I'm
somebody
gonna do. I'm actually doing a response video to that on my channel. But go ahead, Tony. Go ahead and finish that. We'll play
somebody
that video.
somewhere is hitting that bitch. I mean, her nose looks like the butt end of a
Oh
double barrel
man.
shotgun.
Oh
But
Yeah.
man.
somebody is hitting that girl. That's what
Man.
I've been saying for ages. Somebody is hitting that girl, and you
Right.
would be surprised as to who's hitting that girl. Because
Yeah.
on them slow rainy nights, when a nigga can't get out and he don't feel like going out, or nigga may be low on his cash, that bitch is in somebody's speed dial. She's in somebody's phone. She's in somebody's contact list. She's just an inbox away from some dick.
Hmm.
At all times, she's just an inbox away from some dick.
Hmm.
It's just a matter of which nigga is in rotation and which one feels like being bothered. So you wonder why she can be so bold, because there are a bunch of niggas around her sniffing her dusty ass panties, her crusty panties. And that's why she's so bold. It's niggas lined up to shove their dick in her mouth. That's why she's so bold. That's why
Right.
she would say that. Because
Right.
they like it or not, there are niggas in line waiting to
Mhm.
hit that bra.
Let
Yep.
me jump in on this, right? And to your point, and everybody knows this. And brothers, press one if you are a nigga like this or you know somebody. Like the thing about niggas that I love about niggas is that niggas be lying about everything. Um,
Everything.
it's not nothing that you niggas don't lie about. It's like, especially the nigga that's the loudest in the room, like, man, I would never fuck with no bitch with no weave, man. Fuck that shit, man. Hell no.
That's the
And
very
then
one that'll
you
be in her inbox with dick pics. That's
and
the
then
very
you
one that'll be in her inbox with his phone number. That's the very one that'll be in her inbox asking, can he fall through? This dude
Right.
in here say it's desperation. I don't give a fuck about what it is. I'm saying if you're gonna tell me how unattractive they are, I mean, what are you doing fucking with? Don't tell me
Right.
about desperation. You
Right.
fucking them. I don't care what the reason is that you
Right.
fucking her. The fact of the matter is you fucking them.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
saying if you gonna fuck her, at least give her 75 for some ramen noodles, a couple of joints, and some orange drink. I mean, give us something. You understand?
Right. Yeah, and that's like, and for me, that's the situation because, like you said, so many niggas are going around not keeping it real. Like, okay, like in Africa, for example, Africa, these niggas, you know that we come from here because both niggas in America will fuck anything, and African niggas will fuck it. The thing about African niggas is they'll just say, "I did it." They don't give a fuck. Niggas are gonna lie about it, and niggas are always trying to act like, and this is the niggas that I hate, a motherfucker who act like they got dimes and then they don't. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of struggle bunnies in the situation. But let me ask you, Obsidian. Um, do you think that as black men start to make more money, going up the developmental scale, that chicks with weaves and fat asses are going to become less, because they're still the most dominant chick in the black community. Like, like niggas, like all niggas are like, that's what's being pushed out there in hip hop still, even in the 90s and 2000s, whatever. Do you think as black men start to do better,
Yeah.
that image is going to change amongst black men as a beauty standard?
No. I mean, the reason why I say that is,
You don't
look,
think so?
no, look at the sales, the sales of weaves. I mean, the sales, I haven't seen any indications of a dip in, I mean, coronavirus might have something to do with it temporary, but that's going to be temporary. You're talking about a long-term trend, a decade or more. No, black women are going to get that weave. Why? Because we live now Africa's a little bit different. You know it better than I do. But here in the United States, look, black women are competing against all women. And
Right.
black women have an issue with growing their hair long. And men, as a general proposition, prefer women with longer hair than shorter hair, even if it ain't theirs. So I don't see that slowing down anytime soon.
What about you, Tony? Is Tony there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't
Okay.
think it's going to change at all. And the reason I don't think it's going to change is because the black community is not being directed. The black community is taking its morals, its ethics, its value system from the black underclass. And along with that control, the black middle class and all other sectors of our community hasn't run the culture since the 1950s. When the late 1960s came, you saw the elevation of the black underclass, and they've been in control of the black community culturally, politically, and socially ever since. And along with that cultural and social control comes ideas of sexual attraction. Along with that comes with the idea of what gets your dick hard. Along with that comes with the idea of beauty and sexual desire and attraction. Until that is changed, until that control of the black culture by the black underclass is changed, they'll never change their sexual desires, because those are the inmates. The hood rats are running the projects. And until the hood rats and until this subculture in the black community has been removed, you will continuously see, even if they make $1 million, even if they're ball players are not exempt from dating hood rats. Matter of fact, a lot of them marry them. They take them with them a lot of times.
Whoa, we
And
gotta
of
talk about
course,
that.
they wind up in some type of scandal. They wind
Yeah.
up in divorce court. They wind up getting fucked up. If nothing else should show you that, that should show you that. So until a different group, or until there's a serious reorganization of who controls the black community along class and culture lines, you're going to continue to see the same shit. My premise that most of this conversation is around hood rats is based on that economic and cultural reality, that it's the hood rats that are the ones that are running the projects. It's the underclass that is controlling black tastes, black politics, black ideology, black religion, everything that is valuable in our culture. The underclass, or that sector of black America, is what is directing it. And that's why I say most of these conversations revolve around hood rats, because they do. There are far
Mm-hmm.
more women that look like that damn thumbnail. There are far more women that look like that thumbnail that niggas want to fuck than
Mm-hmm.
look like a Candace Owens.
Mm-hmm.
That woman is the two women that you have on your thumbnail. You put them up beside Candace Owens. There's not a nigga in this chat that's gonna take Candace Owens. Not one. If they were given a choice, not one. They will bend one of them holes over like Bruce Jenner and run right up in her without a second thought.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think that is that why chicks that's like shout out to brother Nick Penn? I'm gonna shout out to all super chats. Just real quick, Tony, I'll go back to Obsidian. Do you think that's why women like Candace Owens? And I don't think she's unattractive at all. I think she's beautiful. She just, I mean, I think she's good looking. Do you think that's why black women that are built like her end up
Mhm.
with the other races, Caucasian or whatever?
Black women like Candace Owens end up with other races by default. There are a lot of reasons why black women end up with men like that is because you have in our black community, in the black community, the group of black people that are eclectic. For some reason, they don't have the standard nigger habits. Okay. They don't like to play football or basketball, but maybe they like to play soccer or baseball. Maybe they
Okay.
don't like hot sauce on the chicken. Maybe they like mayonnaise. For whatever reason, they're exiled out of the culture because they don't fit the standard nigger demographic as to what being black should be. So when these are cultural castaways, these are racial refugees. So
Mm-hmm.
once they find themselves outside the culture, they naturally gravitate to people that accept them. They naturally fuck with people that accept them because they're not viewed as attractive in the black community. They're just not. They're not viewed as desirable in the black community because they don't have the standard nigger habits. So, they go wherever they can find, acceptance. They go wherever they can find love. And then you have a lot of black people, both black men and black women. They're seriously upset and they're put out with the socioeconomic status and situation of the black community. So they get hat and they get the fuck on like Jed Clampett. They break camp. And
Mm-hmm.
so they go where they can strike oil. They go where they're accepted.
Right.
Now, whether they're going to find that type of interracial relationship, whether they're going to find utopia or paradise in the arms of another race, remains to be seen. You did a podcast here earlier, I think earlier in the week, where you were talking about Jeannie Mai, and Young Jeezy. Wasn't that who it was?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and this was an Asian woman, and she said she fell back. She said, "Nigga's okay for the dick. He okay for a bed partner." But that ain't where her bread is buttered. So if she feel that way, it's no
Mhm.
stretch of the imagination to think that a lot of black men and women feel that way. So
Mm,
they desert the black community in droves, not as many numbers as you would want, as people would want us to believe. But yeah,
mhm.
you got racial refugees that are going to flee because they don't fit within the standard nigger culture or nigger ethos or dialect or what it means to be black. So
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have that, no question about it.
Okay. Let me get to Obsidian with a different question. Obsidian,
Yeah,
I want to ask you this. What I've noticed since I've been living in Poland, right? And I've noticed the rise of non-black women that actually have long blonde hair getting box braids. I don't know if you've noticed that. If you guys have seen that, it's
yeah,
like a
yeah. The one chick online, bad baby or whatever her name
yeah,
is. Yeah, that's
yeah.
a decent point. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm seeing it a lot of times, even in and I'm living like in the eastern of Poland on the border of Ukraine, close to, and I'm seeing it all the time. I don't know if it's the influence of the Afro beats into Poland or into the European Union, but you're starting to see it more. So what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of brothers saying, "I won't deal with a black woman with weave." But is it okay if Kim Kardashian has that weave? Is it okay if a mulatto chick has that weave? Is it okay if a Russian chick has that weave? So let's talk about that because you're starting to see other races emulate those braids or that type of hairstyle. And you see a lot of black men gravitating towards that. I don't know if the women are doing that because they want to talk to black men and they're letting themselves know, like, yo, I'm there for, I want you to come holler at me. But what do you think of this whole idea that these non-black women are coming out with it with weave that's very similar to African or black women?
I think that that ship has sailed. Um, black women can, for whom it applies, can gnash their teeth and stomp their feet. It's all over but the shouting. The world is flat. It's a globalized world, and there are white or otherwise non-black women who are coming along and basically, I'll say it, appropriating parts of black women that black men find attractive and leaving the rest. I call them the day walker chicks. Like they have all the sister strengths and none of their weaknesses, and it's not going to stop. It's not. You got white chicks now straight up getting real deep dark tans, the collagen, the old litany. It is what it is. It's not going to stop, and brothers love it. Why do you think they love Brazil so much? I mean, that's the appeal of the Brazilian woman, is that she's part black in all the good ways and part non-black in all the good ways. You mash them together, and you just get a hot, a day walker chick.
What do you guys say about that, Tony?
Brothers really love that.
Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, for sure.
Well, what I observe is a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? I don't see that. What I see when I deal with, I'm in an environment where I deal with children. Okay, so I deal with a lot of these mulatto mud puppies, and I look at their mothers, and their mothers are a bunch of damn trailer park Trishes. Trailer park Trishes. Okay. They got tattoos. And they act just as ratchet and niggerish as the average black chick. And her counter, is exactly the same dude that would have gotten her, that would have gotten a black woman that looked just like her. What I see a lot of times is they switch out, even when they cross over. This fantasy, and I'm gonna call it a fantasy because it's based on what I see, and what I see may not be the sum total. It may not be the complete picture, but what I see is that when they marry out, I don't see the day walkers. I just see a different breed of ratchet. I just see trailer park Trish with two strike Timmy, and they're producing these little future offenders. Same pathology. As a matter of fact, it's a little bit worse because they're going harder just to prove how down they are.
Right. That's true. They be going hard. The light skin kids be going hard, boy.
This thing about, they getting, when they appropriate the braids, they appropriate everything else, the slick ass mouth, the babies out of wedlock, the different color goddamn hair, right on down to the Section 8 and the King vitamin cereal.
Right.
The same shit.
Obsidian, what do you got on that?
I don't disagree. I think that there's definitely, I mean, it's you have that element here in Philadelphia as well. You go to certain parts of Philadelphia, like Kensington and whatnot. You see basically the equivalent of poor white trash chicks, with as Tony called it, two stripe Timmy. Yeah, you have that. It's definitely a class component at work, but the Jenny May types at the higher end definitely exist as well. And by the way, one other thing about the tats piece, it may just be me. I don't have a problem with chicks with tats, but it can't be them Tupac Thug Life type tats. Thug Life tatted on their chest, that sort of thing. No, I mean, but it's really artistic, feminine tats. Like I saw one chick once who had I don't know how familiar you guys are with Hindu mythology, but she had goddess Parvati, or from her shoulder going down to her elbow, like a half sleeve, and the white chick fine too. And I struck up a conversation with her because I was like, "Oh, that's goddess Parvati. That's hot. Where do you get that from?" And she was like, "Oh my God, you're the first man that ever tried to pick me up and actually accurately describe what I have on my arm." See, this is what happens, fellas, when you read. Always remember, reading is fundamental.
Oh my goodness. Let me do this real quick. Obsidian, we're gonna go ahead and play that video. You know how to put the sound on, right?
Yeah, I got it queued up right here, and I'm gonna go
Okay,
ahead.
let's do this. Can you give us like an intermission, like a little break or something? I want to what we're doing on the Brother Peel. You guys see we got the video stuff in the background, so it's the visual stuff, and you guys hear us talking over it. So we're trying something a little bit different. Let me guys know. Do you guys like this format of the Brother Peel? Because you see how Obsidian opens with this commercial, and then we have something where you guys are, instead of just looking at a blank screen, let me know if you guys like this format, and we'll take suggestions. And we're kind of making like a live radio show with Obsidian's, talent. And, I'll play the guy that, is moderating and letting these two guys kill all the questions and stuff. And let us know if you like this format where we play the videos, whatever we're doing, and then with the music in the background and the breaks and stuff like a real radio show. So let me know if you guys like that. Comment below. Obsidian, can you give us like an intermission and we'll come back and play that video?
Yeah, I got a couple of ads real quick that I can play.
Yeah, so, go ahead.
Let's listen to this. And now, a word from our sponsor. Just when you thought they couldn't get any better, the makers of masculine energy drink does it again with the all-new masculine energy body wash. That's right, fellas. After getting your pump on at the gym on some real self-improvement, you might be feeling a little bit funky. Not to worry, though, because now you can wash your nasty ass in confidence with masculine energy body wash. Comes in great scents to make the ladies tingle too. Corona, virus, cherry, lame duck, lime, masculine mango, and my personal favorite, cone-headed coconut. It's masculine energy body wash. And if you hurry right now and get yours, we'll throw in the limited edition masculine energy shower proof. Have you washed your ass today? Call 1-800 masculine-energy or find masculine energy body wash at your favorite retailers. And thank you. This exciting episode of Obsidian Radio, the Zoomcast, comes courtesy of the Black & Decker Plastic Pecker. Come on, ladies, admit it. The usual tools that you use to pleasure yourself simply have just not cut the grade. Made of cheap plastic, the batteries wear out really quickly, not enough torque. We've come up with a solution to it, ladies. It's called the Black & Decker Plastic Pecker. That's right, ladies. For the low price of $59.99, you can now get the kind of power that we guys use in the garage, on the job, the manly tools, without all the fuss, all that torque, all of that power, just gyrating, spinning to your heart's delight. That's right, ladies. Now you can get the same type of power that we guys use on the job. We call it the Black & Decker Plastic Pecker. And it could be yours for $59.99. You can buy it now at Lowe's, Home Depot, or online at www.blackanddeckerplasticpecker.com. Get yours today. And thank you.
That 70s music, nigga.
Wow, baby. Me so horny. Me so horny. You keep lying. Me love you long time.
It's 5 minutes past the hour, and you're listening to the Brother Pill podcast show right here on O'Shea Duke Jackson Vlogcast channel here on YouTube with me, Mr. Tony Maceo, and O'Shea. Take it away, O'Shea.
Yeah, so thank you for the intermission. I'm definitely liking the new setup. It's going to take, I think, about a 1 or 2 weeks for us to rock it like this. Is going to be the hottest show again in the manosphere. So, guys, thank you so much for supporting us. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but we back on track with everything. Thank you guys for subscribe, hit the bell on the channel. But Obsidian, I want to get to you because this video is going around on Facebook, and I know you probably queued it up a little bit earlier, but I'm going to do a response to it, and I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen so you can start yours.
All right, so we're going to look at the video.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and look at the video, and then we're going to use her as the cohort for the topic tonight. So let's go ahead and bring her in.
All right, hold on. Let me. I thought we was going to do the sound, so I got to get the video. So just one moment. I'll get the video. I got it right here.
Boy, she hideous, boy. God damn.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do? I got it here. You can bring up my screen anytime you're ready, and we can play.
Okay. So how do I do this? Do I have to? Basically, you have to request to share the screen, don't you?
Hold on a second here. Share your screen. Okay.
Then I'll approve it.
Okay. You got it?
No, I do not.
That's strange. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, so now, I guess it's my screen. We share it. All right,
there you go. Boom.
All right. So here we go. You should be able to see her now.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is almost 11 minutes, so we're just gonna let it play, and then we'll bring in the commentary of O'Shea and Mr. Maceo. So here we go.
Y'all men to understand something. We have a lot of slim pickings. Open your ears and listen to what I'm saying. Women have a lot of slim pickings. The pickings for women are not as vast as the pickings for men. We are literally picking through a pile of shit when it comes to men. Let's just call a spade a spade. We are picking through men that don't equal up to what the fuck we looking for. Let's just put it out there, because I'm tired of y'all with the bullshit. Either you fine as fuck and you ain't got no motherfucking job. Either you got a job and you ugly as fuck. Either you don't have a lot of money, but you got a big dick. Either we trying to pick and choose through a lot of bullshit y'all bringing to the table. You don't have a car, but you got a good heart. You got a 9-to-5 job, but you don't have bigger goals than that. We trying to pick and choose the best out of a lot of bullshit. So y'all gotta cut us some motherfucking slack. We trying to get the best we can get out of a lot of shit that y'all not bringing to the motherfucking table, okay? Don't try to act like all y'all got y'all shit together. We either gotta pick a nigga that we know gonna cheat because he got money, but he financially stable, or we gotta pick from a man who don't cheat, but all his shit ain't together. What the fuck do you expect us to do? I'm just asking. We are literally trying to solve math equations by picking the best dude that we can motherfucking pick. This shit is not, it ain't just simple dating no more. This shit literally boils down, and you are literally having to solve a fucking mathematical equation to try to get a motherfucking man that's hitting on something. What do you want us to do? You love talking about it's our fault. How the fuck is our fault when half of y'all don't even equal up to a whole man? It literally takes 3 of y'all motherfuckers, 3 to equal 1. How the fuck that's our fault? We gotta get one with a big dick, one that's financially stable, and one that don't cheat. You gotta literally have 3 niggas to equal 1. What do y'all want us to do? What? I'm playing, but I'm dead ass serious. What? I need y'all to give me a solution. It can't just be, it's not just the women. Think about it. I know so many single women right now, good quality single women. Why the fuck all of us single? It's our fault? It ain't our fault that we trying to make the best out of a fucked up situation. We trying to make the best out of what we got. We gotta take the scraps because yes, now we're older. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are in relationships. So we trying to take the ones that's not in a relationship and piece they motherfucking ass together. Good luck, sis. Good motherfucking luck. We the ones that's in the struggle. Men got a lot of choices. I know right now 5 to 6 quality women I can name off the top of my head that men gotta choose from, that men get to choose from. Us on the other hand, we trying to piece y'all ass together to equal 1. So the struggle is motherfucking real. Do not come to me talking about, well, it's your fault, Atara. You picked that nigga. I picked the best that I could pick with what the fuck I had to choose from. How about that? How about I'm trying to say, okay, damn. The other day I did a whole video scratching my head. Shit. I can't have a dude that look good and financially stable and got good dick. I'm stuck. What I'm supposed to do? So now I gotta say, forget it. Don't worry about the dick no more. Okay, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the looks. One of those things I gotta scratch off my motherfucking list because I gotta piece a nigga together. That's just it. So Kent, shut your ass up. James, shut your ass up. Joe, shut your ass up. Twan, shut your ass up. Pendleton, shut your ass up. It is hard out here in these streets for us women. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel. I'm taking up for the women today. How about that? How about y'all step y'all motherfucking game up and get your shit together? Half of these niggas homeless. They living up under a roof with a female and ain't none of their names on the motherfucking nothing in that house. Y'all homeless niggas. We gotta pick from niggas that's homeless. We ain't even got pickings of niggas that got their name on shit. Because 90% of the men is living up under another bitch roof and their name ain't on nothing. You're homeless. You're homeless. We gotta pick from a nigga who car in his baby mama name. We fucked up. We fucked up. We ain't got a lot of shit to pick and choose from. We fucked up. Baby, I've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm just jumping out of prison. So you know a nigga trying to get on his feet. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? I don't want to die alone. So I'm sitting at home at night, late at night, up, trying to subtract, add, divide, and multiply to make 1 nigga, 2 niggas, 3 niggas, a whole nigga. What I'm supposed to do? We fucked up, ladies. And these men do not want to hear it. They want to ignore it and act like all they shit together. The very ones that saying, I got a job, I'm financially stable. Yeah, you got all that, but you gonna have 2 and 3 bitches on the side. So now because you financially stable and you got your shit together, I gotta deal with you with 50,000 bitches on the side. Like what? And on top of that, the broke niggas cheating. Even the niggas that don't got their shit together got 2 and 3 bitches on the side. So we fucked up no matter how we turn. No matter where you look, you is fucked up. You fucked up. You in a lose-lose situation. So leave me the fuck alone because I'm single and I'm struggling. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? I'm over here trying to do the best I can motherfucking do with these sorry ass niggas I gotta choose from. How about that? I ain't the type that like an ugly man. That just ain't me. Do you see me? Even in quarantine, I'm a motherfucking 10. So I don't want to walk around with a fucking gorilla. How about that? I don't want to motherfucking walk around with a gorilla. Okay? I don't. And I feel like I should not have to walk around with a motherfucking gorilla. I want me a man that look good. But in me wanting a man that look good, it's other shit that come with that. Like that nigga gonna have 3 and 4 motherfucking bitches on the side. How about that? So I'm over here struggling, motherfucker, okay? I want a nigga with some good dick, okay? And 9 times out of 10, the niggas with good dick ain't got no motherfucking car. I'm over here struggling, okay? How about I want to be piped down sometimes? And the motherfucker that's gonna pipe me down good and gonna eat me up good ain't got no motherfucking where to live. So I'm over here struggling, okay? You can kiss my motherfucking ass. It's hard. I don't give a damn what y'all over there talking about. 9 times out of 10, the motherfucker that got a good job, dick small. It's a struggle out here. So now that leads me to have to deal with this small ass dick, but I live in Weston. I'm struggling. Leave me the fuck alone in my struggles. Leave me the fuck alone in me trying to make and piece these no good ass niggas together to equal one. How about that? Take this video and shove it up y'all ass, cause y'all ain't struggling. Y'all got all kind of shit to choose from. Y'all men ain't struggling. Y'all trying to juggle 3 and 4 bitches at one time. That's how good y'all got it. And all of them quality females. Take this video, Kent, and shove it up your ass. Twan, take this video and shove it up your ass. Germ, take this video and shove it up your ass. All of y'all that's aggravating me as to why I'm motherfucking single and it must be me, no.
All righty then.
Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. While we're gonna roast her, let me go back and actually look at some females that actually look like women, and we'll do that. I'll let you guys go first.
Well,
What do you got?
I said what I had to say on this morning's podcast, so I'll defer to Tony and if there's
Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead, Tony. I'll go ahead and put the good looking girls back on, brother.
Well, the Scatman Crothers looking bitch is right.
Oh my God.
She's right. She's right. Alpha, Seeker, the Wild Samoans is right. This Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitch is right. The niggas that she want to lay up with that's going to give her what she want ain't got shit to give her. So, of course, she got to take care of them. The niggas are after her because she's struggling. That's why they fucking with her, because she's struggling. And because she's struggling, they know she always going to be able to get assistance. I mean, there's this great line in the movie The Godfather. He said, Vito Corleone said, uh, women and children can be careless, but men can't be careless.
Mm-hmm.
In this society, she gonna always have a place to lay her head because she gonna get Section 8. She gonna always have a means to eat because she gonna get food stamps. She always gonna have a way to come up on cash assistance because she gonna get cash assistance. So she's right, she's struggling. As repulsive as she is, and how ratchet she sounds, she spoke her truth. She spoke her truth. Because the dudes that's about anything, they ain't got shit for her. They don't. Now they'll get some free head from her. Well, not free head. I should take that back. Ain't no such thing as free sex. And I said that over and over again. Ain't no such thing as free sex. They'll lay up with her, and maybe give her a couple dollars, or maybe get her a new weave, or get her a new wig, or get her some braids put in, or you know, uh, maybe replace the King Vitamin cereal or the Life cereal in the cupboard. Maybe they'll do that, but they ain't got nothing for her. Nobody has shit to offer her. So as loud and as repulsive as she may have been, she was telling the truth from her perspective. She was telling it, she was calling it as to how she see it. She want a nigga with a big dick. And that's exactly why she's struggling.
Yeah, I pretty much have to agree with that. Now, what I said was, in addition to what Tony said, so there's this woman, this Asian woman named Amy Chua, Chua, and about I guess about 7 years ago, something like that, might have been a little bit further back. She wrote a memoir called "The Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother," and basically it was it talked about how Asian women went about selecting a man and raising children, and it was very controversial because they're pretty tough on their kids and whatnot. And there's another lady, Jewish woman named Susan Patton, who
Mm-hmm.
wrote a book called Marry Smart. And her argument was, if you're a smart, woman, and you're in university, especially an elite university like a Princeton, you need to get a man while you're there. Because once
Right.
you get out, it's going to be real hard to find a man on your level once you leave Princeton
Mm-hmm.
or university like that. And Jewish women also have a reputation for marrying well and for raising kids that are successful. Like this woman, Susan Patton, both her sons are Princeton grads, for example, just like her. Now we compare it to black women. So the way I phrased it was Tiger Mama, Princeton Mama, Baby Mama. What do black women prioritize in men? Well, you just heard the tape. Tony just told you. You heard her. You heard what she said. Right off the rip, big dick.
Mm-hmm.
She was adamant about having a sexy looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Adamant. And then, of course, him having a good job and all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, can you really be surprised when you look at the outcomes of that type of situation? She's up there, crying the blues for almost 12 minutes. That tells you everything you need to. You don't see no Asian women doing that.
No.
You don't see no Jewish women doing that.
No.
There's another side to her perspective, though.
Okay.
People usually date, not just women, excuse me. People
Okay.
usually date people that are in their proximity. And
Okay.
here's one thing that I said that nobody on Obsidian side of the house has repeated. They repeated every damn thing else I said, but they didn't
Mm-hmm.
repeat this. And what I'm saying is this: in working class and in working poor communities,
Okay.
such as the black community, intelligence is a feminine trait. It's not
Mm.
masculine unless it results in material acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Being
Not,
intelligent,
let me, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't want to
being
cut
in
you off.
being intelligent for intelligence sake. There was an excellent movie came out called Lord of the Flies. I don't know if anybody ever seen that
I've heard
movie.
of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, yeah, read the book and everything. Yeah.
The movie Lord of the Flies, the one dude that it's about these kids that are on this civilization. I mean, it's backwards. They have regressed down to the very basic primitive nature of society. There's one little boy on there. I think his name is Piggy or Porky or whatever his name is. He's the intellect of the crew. And they're whistling at him. There's a scene in that movie where they're whistling at him
50 Cent
like a
Shades of Grey.
bitch. They're whistling at him
What's
like a
the
bitch.
content found in this?
And
Earn 50 Cents of Grey. Universal's Pictures film.
O'Shea,
Okay, I think your mic is open.
Oh, sorry.
they're whistling at him like a bitch. And that is the best lesson that you could ever learn about poor societies and working class societies. Intelligence, though it can be used as a conduit for aggression, it could be used as a vehicle for financial success, is not valued by people in economically backward communities. When you compare the black community to all the other races in America, the black community is economically backward. And because the black community is economically backward, those type of women don't prize intelligence over good dick, because what comes with good dick is aggression, and there is a link between sex and aggression. I'm pretty sure Obsidian knows these things. I'm pretty sure, well, I would hope he would know them. The reason that these women uh, run this shit is because what is most important to them is not intelligence. What is most important to them is aggression. Aggression. I think you have a term for it. It's called Mighty Joe Young niggas. Ain't that the term you use?
Among others, yeah.
Okay. Those are the niggas that turn them on because of that aggression. So no matter how intelligent you are, to them you a bitch. Just like that little boy on Lord of the Flies. No matter what your degree of learning is, if it does not translate into aggression, you might as well be a hermaphrodite as far as they're concerned. Because that's exactly how they see you. If you don't possess any degree of aggression, they don't ascribe any masculinity to you whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who Tony was referring to specifically when he said my side of the fence. I'll speak for myself though.
All right.
I don't disagree with anything Tony said, except for one thing. The argument that black women like the one we saw on the tape make selections the way they do because of their hard scrabble background, that's something that runs counter to the evidence throughout the socioeconomic spectrum. Black
Right.
women, period, no
Right.
matter where they come from on the socioeconomic spectrum, don't
Right.
value dirty guys until they're like Marcus Brownlee and they blow up and they make a
Right.
lot of money. Now they're interested. So Tony is
Right.
half right. Black women don't see intelligence for its own sake. They don't find a man of letters to be sexy.
Mhm.
They
Well,
don't.
I just said that those women don't find intelligence sexy unless it translates into material acquisition,
Right, exactly,
material possession, and status.
exactly.
But
If
most
they don't find
most
a man of letters in itself sexy. Asian
most of
women
us
do. Jewish women do. Black
most of
Right.
us
don't.
most of us are not going to run into. We stuck with dealing with. Well, uh, I'm out the game these days, but most of us that's on the streets these days, that's who you're gonna run into on the streets. You're not gonna run into a Nicole or Ari Parker on the streets. Maybe it's just my circle, but there are more black women like what you've just seen that are prevalent in Black America than people like a Nicole Ari Parker, than
Mhm.
people like an Aisha Curry, than people like a Tina Knowles, because the working sector and working poor sector of Black America constitutes a disproportionate amount of our community.
Mhm.
And because we're economically backwards, we're primitive. And because we're economically backwards, we're sexually primitive.
Well, that
So
runs counter to the census data. Most black people are middle class. There are more black people graduate. I mean, black women have always had more formal education. Black men are starting to catch up, quiet as it's kept. And we have. I think it's just a black woman. It's a cultural thing. We could debate where it came from, but this is where we are. Black women
last
don't value a man of letters type of vibe. Asian women do.
Mhm.
White women, especially Jewish women, do
Mhm.
because of culture. The Jewish culture is based on the Talmud. And if you're a Jewish man, traditionally speaking, studying a lot of the scriptures gave you status. In Asian society, particularly Chinese, but this is, it kind of goes across the board. Being learned in the scriptures, Buddha in particular, was a big deal, as well as Confucianism. So that sort of kind of hangs on in the Asian society. So you got two. Matter of fact, Asians and Jews intermarry at a very high rate, and the reason why is because both value, especially in their men, a man of letters type of vibe. Black women, regardless of their socioeconomics background, don't find a man of letters in itself sexy. Now, a man of letters with a Nobel Peace Prize or a Peabody or a Pulitzer, some shit like that, yeah. But just man of letters alone, no.
there's a comment that was just left in here that said that the man sets the culture. I would be inclined to agree with that. Secondly, the last look I had at the census indicated that the black community as a whole were about $250 below the income level for middle income. The blackdemographics.com had that actual scale broke. I think that was probably for black men. I'm not sure if it was for all black people, but it had it broke down to about 21% of us were working poor, about 25% of us were working class. And this is where that segment comes from. This is where all of these issues come from because the house is not in order. And when the house is not in order and you got other people that are not competent to be running the house, you're going to get these problems. We can argue about their choices. I'm not going to sit up here and argue that their choices are not the best. Their choices suck, obviously. Their choices are shit, obviously. But that comes with, again, that's a cultural problem. I've constantly been screaming it's a cultural problem. I've constantly been screaming it's an issue of race, but nobody likes to talk about class or race. Everybody runs from the issue of class or culture. Everybody runs from the issue of class or culture. Nobody wants to discuss that. They just want to point the finger and say, well, these women. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute, these women came from somewhere and they're part of a culture. And that culture has to be changed if you want to change their patterns. Now, across cultural lines, do they value education? Women with something to lose will value a man with education if he has high earning power or high earning potential. There's nothing funny about that. That's common sense. Every race does it, but again, because the black community is economically backward, it is sexually primitive. And so we are walking like children, we're acting like children, and we're fucking like children. And we're having children like children. So there's a deep level of immaturity in the black community that we don't want to admit. There's a deep level of immaturity in the black community that we don't want to accept. And until we come to grips with that, nothing will ever change. And I see my favorite bitch ass troll is in the room tonight, Charles Merchant. So I want to give a fuck you to him.
Oh my God, Charles be trolling you?
Yeah, he trolls. He trolls me. He trolls. I think he trolls C Boogie. He trolls Alan Roger Curry. He does that all the time. So
I know George Macon.
and George Macon. Yeah, he trolls George Macon
Yeah, he's
too.
more
So
known for that one.
yeah.
Look, shout out to Charles. Let me jump in on this real quick. And a few things that I saw, and I definitely agree with you guys' perspective. But let me talk about what I saw on this video. I mean, besides the obvious that she was loud and she was a
I
caricature.
paid for your mama's pussy, Charles. She was in my rotation of 75, bitch. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. And to be honest, I've met very few black women that was that as ghetto as she is. Like, she's at the very highest Like, I met bitches ghetto before, but she takes the cake. She is absolutely the worst stereotype I've ever seen. But a few things I want to talk about this. The manosphere has been talking about this before.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's men's problem that you can't find somebody. Shout out to Obsidian. We've been talking about this a long time. You cannot find a man. So therefore, you need to justify the fact that you have to fuck 3 different guys because they are not on your level. So you have to get a guy for dick, a guy for money, and a guy for, which is, we all know that women do this. You know, women have a guy for text messaging. They have a guy for whatever. We know that women do this of all races, but what she's trying to do here, let me justify my whoredom, why I'm doing this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's men's fault. Okay. Now I want to talk about this. She indirectly pointed to, if black women think like her, and we would probably say that many of them do, or at least a good percentage. If she had no options, my question to her is, why are you not interracial dating? Like, you have black women, a la Crystal Carrison, Candace Owens, they're able to go out and get a white man. But for her, she had, if you notice, she always talked about, I'm stuck with you niggas. And if you guys kind of really heard what she was saying, it was like she felt that she had nowhere to go. And what I found from her in those statements, there are other black women out there that if they feel like her, they would at least be able to say, I can go to the Italian community and get a man. I can go get an Arab man. I can go get whatever. But I believe what she understood was, number one, I'm not attractive enough to go anywhere else outside of Black America. Number two, I don't have what it takes. I'm not appealing enough. So,
and she's right.
And she's very right. There are other black women, however, that can transcend and go out. And I mean, I don't think it's a lot, but you have black women that can go out and get a white guy. You get a black woman that can go out, but she definitely couldn't do it. And that's one of the admissions that she didn't want to really make is, I can't get nobody but you dirty niggas. That's all. And Obsidian calls that hate fucking in Black America. Okay? That's very serious. Another thing that I want to talk about is we talk about also in the manosphere, now be quiet when we say this. You know, men, we understand when we have limitations. If you're short, if you're broke, if you're fat, we get reminded of that real quick as black men. We understand that's what it is, and we don't try to change it. We know it's what it is, and we got to work on it. Obsidian might not like the word, but you know, some people may call it what you consider self-improvement, or you know, improving yourself or putting yourself in a better position to get to someplace else.
Right.
This particular black woman, however, doesn't feel that she needs to do anything to improve herself to get a man. It's just that I am where I am. I don't want to change to do anything better. You motherfucking niggas need to do better for me because I'm that bitch. Look at me. I know that I'm a 10. And while that was laughable, I believe that while African-American women are not as, many of them are not as bad as she is as far as, you know, the hood caricature and all that, it does speak to a certain thought process of many African-American women where I believe it was Sophia. What's her last name? The attorney?
Nelson.
Sophia Nelson wrote an article, I believe, for Ebony or Essence that says, take me as I am. So this mindset, even though you can tell this lady is definitely a ghetto African-American female, this mindset transcends class and academic achievement. A lot of black women I want to stay where I am, and therefore you should accept me where I'm at, whether I'm a hood bitch like her or I'm a lawyer that went to Vanderbilt Law School and I have worked, you know, damn near in all political establishments. I don't need to change for you because you are a nigga, and therefore I don't have to change for you. And
I'll do one better.
Sure.
Sturdy Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
She went to Yale Law.
Yeah.
And she ran for governor of Georgia. She lost.
Right.
She's still talking about how she gonna run for president. She gonna make it and all this. And she was told by her campaign manager, listen, you got to lose weight and you got to get a man. You're not going to win among white or even a lot of black Georgia voters being a single, progressive, fat black woman. She said no, and she lost.
Right.
She's still trying to force herself down our throat.
Right. And again, shout out to Brother George. He's you know, in the building, and Me and George, we've been talking about it a lot of times because George, he doesn't feel like he needs to come over to the platform because of guys' minds are made up and he sees things a little bit oblique, which I like his perspective on a lot of things. George is a very astute guy. He's very fastidious in some of the ways that he thinks. But I think that what we're seeing in this mindset that this lady portrayed, this is not something that's uncommon to her. She's not a unicorn in this. A lot of black women have this sort of mindset. It's ingrained in them. And then when a black man doesn't want to deal with the woman with this particular mindset, which permeates throughout American female culture, and they want to get a white man, then all of a sudden what happens is, I'm not saying that George is going to do this, but what happens in the pro-black community, you will call a brother who doesn't want to deal with people who think like you call him a sellout. You would call him a coon. You would call him all of these things. But the situation is that from the ghetto black lady that you saw, that mindset, it permeates through all facets of black American female life. Okay? Black women they will work hard for academics. They will work hard for school. They will work hard for things. When it comes to getting a mate, that's something they shouldn't work for. And so whenever black men decide that they don't want to deal with women like that, then all of a sudden it's a criticism. And I got to say, and I'm going to be quiet, a lot of African-American women are going to have to really take this serious about getting somebody. You're not going to be able, the days are gone when you're going to be able to say, take me as I am, and you niggas need to do this and that. Number one, nobody's going to give you any excuses anymore. Okay, you're an adult. All right. Women are adults. They're not children. Women and children can make mistakes. It's more like children can make mistakes. Women make a lot of fucking mistakes and need to be accountable for them. Black men are not going to sit around and listen to stuff like that. I mean, there's 300 million people in America. There's plenty of women, plenty of white women. These brothers are not going to do that. It's not going to happen. And so what's happening in Black America, because brothers are not doing that, all of a sudden you want to get mad and you want to blame all the problems that you're having on men. Well, it's obvious that anybody, and if you guys remember, there were some guys in the comments section, she was saying, kiss my ass. It had to be somebody disagreeing with her in the live. And she was actually shouting at them. Do you guys remember that? She was talking down to some guys, and obviously they must have been telling the truth. She wasn't able logically to be able to disagree. It was just, and I mean, I get it too. I do that sometimes also, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. But what she was saying was so ridiculous. It didn't make any sense. So that's all I wanted to contribute to the conversation. That's all I had written down.
Yeah. I agree with you, O'Shea. I'm with Tony. I agree with him. I mean, we can go bat it back and forth as to where it came from and how we got here and so forth. But where I'm at with the whole thing is outcome. We all heard the sister talk about the outcomes. She's not happy with the outcomes.
Right.
So I want
to say one thing.
If you're not happy, not happy with the outputs, you got to change the input.
I want to say something before we go back to Tony. I just want to say this, right? Imagine a black man got on the same live stream and said, I got to get 3 of you bitches to make up one woman. You bitches got all kind of kids. You hoes got all kind of weaves. You hoes got all kind of sandals. You hoes are overweight. You hoes are loud. You hoes are ghetto. You hoes don't clean. You hoes don't got no respect. You run your mouth. Imagine a black man that gets on there and says that. The video is down off of Facebook. It's reported. Think about that. If a nigga says what she said, that video's gone. Go ahead, Tony.
First of all, George, come get your grimy ass bastard son with the unibrow. Please handle that. But this chick don't have a lot. She don't have any options. The real truth is that the nigga that she talking about, that's her ceiling. The nigga with the big dick that's broke, that's sponging off of her, that's fucking over her, that's her ceiling. Okay? She doesn't have any other options other than that nigga. And so what a lot of black women want to do, or what a lot of black women try to do, especially these types, I mean, they sitting up here with the goddamn Brady Bunch. They have 5 or 6 goddamn kids. And they're sitting up here talking about, they want a white man. Ain't no white man finna take you with 5 or 6 kids. Ain't no white man finna come on a white horse and rescue you from the projects.
Mm-hmm.
That's wishful thinking. You don't have those options.
Mm-hmm.
And what she's upset about is that the very nigga that she hates is the very nigga she's stuck with.
Oh. What do you call that, Obsidian?
That's hate fucking.
Yes, sir.
But by the way, hate fucking can be pretty vigorous, and it can be pretty damn good, but it is hate fucking.
She's upset that the nigga she hates is the nigga she's stuck with. See, the quality of her life may or may not be better depending on what dude she picked. May or may not be the nigga that's the manager at Wendy's. But she ain't checking for the manager at Wendy's. She think that she's supposed to get a nigga that's living in a $600,000 mansion, and that ain't coming. She think that she's entitled to an NBA ball player. That ain't coming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an MC from the Pound Cake Gangsters will put her on, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some nigga passing out a bootleg CD at the gas station might put her on. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have any options.
Mm-hmm.
So that nigga that she's screaming about with the big dick that's mooching off her, that's her future. That's her baby daddy. And shockingly enough, that nigga is just like all the other men that are in her family. She made her choice. She
Sounds
made
about
her
right.
choice, and now she got to live with it. She made her choice for the rest of her life until she gets old. Her bedroom will be a revolving group of niggas. Or be a revolving group of niggas in and out of her bedroom.
And by the way, the biggest group in the United States in black, well, this is true generally, but especially in Black America, the biggest group, y'all hope y'all sitting down for this. The biggest group that has the highest infidelity is 50 plus in Black America.
Whoa.
The biggest group that has the highest amount of STDs in Black America is 50 plus.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
The highest infidelity and the highest STDs in Black America, 50 plus.
50 years old and older.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Let me just do this real quick. Guys, there are not a lot of guys liking the video. All right. I do gotta shout out some of the super chats, but why do we have 107 likes? I mean, come on now. Y'all can do better than that. If you're in the building, like the video. You niggas can do better than that for sure. For sure. Okay. It's the brother pill. And the new format, I would say, Obsidian, a combination with the visuals and your sound fuckery there. It's a really. What do you think about the format though, Obsidian? What do you think about the format?
I like it.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much. Let me add to this. You know, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say this. I don't think that she believes that she deserves that. She knows she's ugly. And I'm gonna even come out and say this. Is that even a woman?
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
I didn't really see no titties on whatever it was. So I'm not so sure. Because if you think about it, and this is no offense to anybody in alternative. Thank you for super chat. You never hear women talk like that. So I would think, right? I'm just using my mind. Who would talk like that? What kind of person talks sexually about what they like a lot? We know that that's what men do. Men come out and talk like that. I think
black women love talking like that.
That's true.
I mean,
look like a nigga.
Yeah, but a lot of black women look like that. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Oh my god!
And this takes us back to the whole thing about about weave and all the rest of it. A lot of guys, a lot of women rather, know that if they ain't got that weave and they go with a shorter hairstyle, they can be mistaken for being a man.
Is Tony there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. No, I'm not asleep. I'm here.
I want to show you something. Go ahead.
There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing you can really say. I mean, this bitch Easter's herself though. You see that there's nothing you can really say. Here you got a bottom shelf bitch wanting top shelf liquor. I mean, what can you say after that? You know that nobody with any means is gonna come along and wife her up.
No.
You know that. You know that nobody with any money is going to come and save her. It's just not gonna happen. You know, young thoughts become old thoughts. I mean, that's just par for the course. That's just the natural order of things. So I mean, there's really nothing to say.
Right.
Nothing to say.
Yeah, man. That was rough. I don't know, man. Obsidian, did you have anybody have any other topic that you wanted to discuss or talk about or?
Well, not in tonight's show. I'll save my fire for the next one. And
okay.
Yeah,
I'm available tomorrow. Depends on you guys. What are you doing tomorrow, Obsidian?
Well, I was going to get together with Tony over on his show, but we might be able to roll it over into another Brother Pill podcast. So if he's interested and he's down, I'm down.
Yeah, I'd love to have you guys, man. It's like the meetings of the. I mean, for me, I like you both on the show. I'll tell you why, because you're both mic heavy, and for me, it just I don't have to talk a lot. That's one of the things I don't like about live streams. I don't like talking a lot on my own live streams, but I do like other people talking. It makes it easier, and the chemistry between us three is really good. It's good with LAR too, but this was really good. Two mic heavy people, one person that's not that mic heavy. Good show.
Yeah, I had a good time tonight. Great time.
Yeah, it was organized. It's like it was a live stream, but it wasn't like a nigga stream. It's hard. Man. I got hooked on that niggathon, man. That niggathon. What you say?
Those rumbles can get kind of rough.
Man, I got hooked on that niggathon, man. It's like being hooked on that narcotic player. I was hooked on that niggathon. Them niggathon streams. It's hard to get away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like going back to regular content on live streams. Niggathons is like send a link. A bunch of niggas come on, nigga fired up. It's funny as fuck. And it's just, but now it's like, okay, now you got to come back and think and have content on the live stream again, which is much, much more difficult to do than a regular panel. I wouldn't even consider this a panel podcast. It was a real podcast. It was live and but those niggathons, oh my God, even the crowd ain't used to that no more. They're not even used to this shit no more. They're like, these niggas talking intelligently and shit. What the fuck's wrong with these niggas? Where the niggathon at? And it's a narcotic, man. It's brother Nick. Yes, it's hard to break that fucking cycle. I missed the niggathon, but I gotta let it go. It's hard.
I mean, it's like what's the livest thing at your family reunion? It's when one of your, slow, crazy ass uncles get drunk and cuss everybody out and fight.
Man,
get the shooting. We love nigga moments. We love niggathons. We love all that shit. That's what we entertained by. It ain't gonna never make any money. It ain't gonna never. It'll never make any money in the long term. Let me not say it won't make any money.
No. It definitely won't make any money. That niggathon was making bank. But
so yeah, you can make money off that in the long term. But that's what we love. We like that shit. We like cussing, drinking, fighting, stabbing, shooting. We like that shit. That's who we are. We like that shit. And the sooner we admit that, the sooner we'll figure out a way to get over it.
I agree.
Yeah. So it's gonna take a while to get back to, actually intelligent and well-produced content on the live stream. But I think we can do it. If you guys want to come back, you're definitely welcome. I appreciate the 2.0 brother stepping in. Tony Maceo, two of our Negro Manosphere writers, the best writers on the site. You know what I'm saying? Tony, we got to get you back in there, player.
I hear you. I hear you.
Don't make nigga. Don't. I got your phone number. Oh, you
I
gonna come
got you,
back?
man. I got you
Okay.
covered, man. I got you
All
covered.
right. Good. You gonna come back. So, guys, let me do this. So we gonna get Tony coming back, and then also we got to be a little bit more creative, right? Because we are smaller community now. We're not as big as we once was. So we're gonna have to get creative with some of the fan interaction. We trying to rebuild our part of the sphere back, and I thank the guys for coming by. We're trying to improve the content. This was a good step up. Sitting on the this one is going to be a great season. This is going to be a great season. So
yes, sir.
I want to do this right. I do have. Speaking of Bad Baby, guys, go to my. I'm gonna release a celebrity junk right now, and then I'm actually. I got more work to do. I got one more show. So I want you guys to go to the celebrity junk. Bad Baby says getting raised amongst black people was like Tarzan with the monkeys. You got to see this shit. She said being raised around niggas is like Tarzan being raised around monkeys. I don't know why she said that. But yeah, y'all got to see this. This is a good one.
there.
Yeah, she did go there. The white girl went there, right? So we want you guys to come over to the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. I'm gonna go ahead on and air this celebrity junk, and then after we select the celebrity junk, we're gonna do the Hall of Game for an hour. And I got all my streams done for this week, and then we're good. So I'm just waiting on everybody to come over to the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, main channel. Don't forget to go subscribe to the Obsidian Media Network. And Tony, you doing streams over there too, right, brother? You over there killing them, man. I see you.
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm doing streams too. I don't do them as much because I'm trying to diversify my content. I try to keep 40% less niggardry on my channel.
I know that's
That's my
right.
tagline: 40% less niggardry. So I'm trying to get everybody from the urban aboriginal. I had him on my channel. LJ Linnell Young. I had him on my channel. I try to be as diverse as possible, but it's just like we said, Mac City. I'm not really for the masses because niggas like niggardry, man. There's only so much niggardry I can stand, dog. Toxic levels of niggardry, man. That shit gets on my nerves.
Right.
It's only so much I can do. Now I like to see the shit. I like to see the shit, but it's only so much I can do. So I try to keep the niggardry to a minimum. And anybody that come to my channel with that shit, I get them up out of there. So I like making content that is for people who need assistance. I like making content for people that need assistance with taxes, or people that need assistance with debt, or people that need assistance with legal issues. So I want my channel to be informative, but I got a little bit of nigga shit in there because every now and then my brother Big Mike Fat Mac come over there and we chop it up, and because we got to get these niggas some nigga shit. We gotta give them some nigga shit. You gotta give them a teaspoon of nigga shit. You got to give them a teaspoon of nigga shit. But I try to eliminate a lot of it. But that's what I do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, you guys made me step up the intellectual challenge tonight. It was much different doing the show with the 2.0 guys than I ain't gonna lie. The niggathons, that crack was good. That crack was good. But I can see like it's shaping up. So expect Brother Pill season 4 to be the best any season, and that's saying a lot because Donovan really rocked it in season 2. But guys, we're gonna keep giving you guys the best platform. We're gonna have more commercials from Obsidian. And oh my god. So guys, thank you so much. Come on over to the to my Bad Baby celebrity junk, and then we're gonna go ahead with the Street Smart versus, and Tony, if you want to jump on that, you more than welcome. The Street Smarts versus the Book Smart. That's the Hall of Game for tonight. And we're gonna doing that for the Tech Brothers. So guys, go over there and so I'm gonna go ahead and release the motherfucking video. Hold on 1 second. It's only 5 of you niggas waiting. I told you niggas to get your ass over there right now. See, this is why I can't stand you motherfuckers. I swear to God. That's why niggas ain't gonna ever be shit because they don't listen to nothing. Dumbass. All right, so we're premiering right now. You got 2 minutes to get the fuck off my channel and go over to my other channel. And yeah, that's Cash Me Outside, aka Bad Baby. So again, up to the end. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tony. Any last words?
I appreciate it.
Thank you, O'Shea, and I'm out of here. I see you in a minute because I'm going over to the other channel.
All right. And then let me go ahead. I'm gonna see how many of you niggas is over here waiting. Let me. I'm gonna screen share my shit. I know how to deal with you niggas. See if you niggas is following orders and shit. Okay, you see that? It's 6 of you niggas waiting. That's not enough. 6 of you niggas waiting. That's not enough. I told you niggas. Stop playing with me. Hold on. You niggas think fat meat is greasy. Get over on the other channel. Get off my shit. Over there. Go to O'Shea Duke Jackson main channel. Go over there. Thank you, brother Mike. He said, look in the sky as the birds are playing. S320 is 10 and 5.
Coming to pay for his mama.
Oh my God, man. All right, guys, listen. How many we got over here now? 36 people watching. Not enough, niggas. Get over there to my second channel. We got 49 watching. It should be 100 over there. 51, that's not enough. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100. 51 ain't gonna do. All right. Peace out, everybody. See you on my other channel.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.